So I just wanted to know, my children and my ex, we had a bit of a custody issue, and some of my rights were legally, taken away. And I just wanted to know if you had any advice on that.
Well, were they taken away through a CPS case?
Yes, but where we are, they call it CYS.
Okay, CYS. Interesting.
Yeah. Hello?
Hi, did you have a story to tell?
Hi, good evening. Yeah, so I just wanted to know, my children and my ex, we had a bit of a custody issue, and some of my rights were legally, taken away. And I just wanted to know if you had any advice on that.
Well, were they taken away through a CPS case?
Yes, but where we are, they call it CYS.
Okay, CYS. Interesting.
Yeah.
Where are the children placed right now?
They won't tell me where they're placed. They're telling me they're in a program called Grandma's House, and I only get 2 visitations through a Zoom chat. They've been going for a total of 6 months. I went to the store and I came back and they were gone. And then they left me papers and everything like that. I had emergency custody hearings that I paid for, and I had that, and they denied it. And then we had a court date like 2 weeks ago, and they were saying that I need to get a mental health evaluation done just to get visitation. And so now I'm just wondering, should I just, once I get a mental health evaluation done, they should actually come home. I don't really have a reason why they can't be with their mother.
Right. Do you have an attorney?
They appointed attorney for me through CYS, but it's complicated because I have a civil case against the county that I live in, and it's the state of Pennsylvania. So I don't really want to get too involved with any of the attorneys and stuff like that. So, however, she's still appointed to me, but I don't have anything really. She doesn't really do anything for me.
Well, you're going to need an attorney to help you get your children back.
Well, it is an attorney, but they just keep saying the same thing that doesn't really make any sense.
Which is?
Which is I have to get a mental health evaluation done in order for me to get a visitation. It shouldn't be to get a visitation. It should be for my children to come home.
Okay. So, I'm not licensed in Pennsylvania, but if more than one attorney has told you that, it's something that you should consider doing. What I would do if I were you is I'd go and get my own attorney and get, 1 or 2 or 3 free, or low-cost consultations to find out what's going on so it can be explained to you, because I'm getting the feeling you may not know exactly what's going on in your case.
Well, I don't really have a case. It's just like...
Well, wait a minute.
Okay,
Hold on. Hold on. If you don't have your children and you have in court dates, you have a case.
Well, it's like a case for nothing. They removed my children based off of false allegations, claiming that I was dropping my children off in dangerous neighborhoods and my mental health is declining, and it's just like all incorrect. It's probably just a retaliation of me having a civil case against the state of Pennsylvania.
Okay,
that's what it sounds like.
That could be true, but, and here's the big but. You don't have your kids, and you have court dates in the juvenile court. You don't have your children, and if you want them back, you need to get an attorney or get a consultation to give you some information. I mean, we're having this conversation, and maybe I'm wrong, but maybe I'm getting the feeling that it's like no big deal to you. And listen, it is a big deal. You just don't realize it. So get that second and third opinion. Get a consultation. Find out what really is going on with your case. For you to not to have your children, for you to have a CPS court case, and for you not to be able to visit your children, there's something serious going on. And I don't know if you want to acknowledge that, or you think it's no big deal, or you think it's retaliation, which it might be. I don't know. But that's why you need to go talk to somebody.
Well, I'm saying an attorney for
me to accept it.
Who is this?
This is my co-host, Erin Carranza. What did you say, Erin?
So yes.
The hardest thing for me was to accept that I had an open case, because I did nothing wrong. My daughter was removed under false allegations. And I said, that's not real. It didn't really happen, So for me, the hardest thing, other than being separated from my child, was accepting that CPS came in and took my child away, and now I have a CPS case.
Okay, that's good. Excuse me. So basically what I was saying is that I paid $200 for hello?
Yes, I'm listening.
I paid $200 for a consultation for 30 minutes. I really didn't get anything. I just keep getting like the same circles.
Well, maybe you should try another attorney. Because
so you can't get anything done where we live at. It's like we're locked in. Nothing's open. Nothing's real. The whole state is closed. It's like a state of emergency.
Why? Because of COVID?
A state of emergency.
Because of COVID?
I don't know. It might be. I don't know what it is. I believe that's what it is.
Well, try to get something, a Zoom meeting or a telephone meeting with an attorney. Get some other opinions about what's going on. Okay? Moet?
Yes.
Did you hear what I said? Did that make sense?
Can you repeat it again?
Get a Zoom meeting or a phone meeting with an attorney who's experienced in CPS matters so that you can be explained what's going on. Does that make sense?
Get in front of an attorney so that he can explain what's going on.
Yeah, either on the phone or via Zoom. Because you said
so I think, but you should be able to see your children more than 2 times a week. I'm a healthcare worker, so I don't understand. All those allegations are false, and so once they know that it's false, my children were doing fine before they left.
Well, all I can tell you is, do you want to be right or do you want to win?
So we want to win. We want I've already won against, it's not, at this point, it's not the county or the state of Pennsylvania. It's the United States of America for discrimination. It's a civil lawsuit. And that part, I already won that part. It's just a matter of getting my money. But, so with my children, my daughter, she's 6. She's too young to be in anything like this. It's just too much. And my son is 14. They're both too young to just be ripped out of my apartment. For somebody to come home, for a mother to come home from running errands and for her children to be gone, that's ripping a child from their parent for nothing.
I agree.
So there's a definite.
I agree. But the simple fact is,
weird.
Simple fact is you don't have the kids. You need help. You need a lawyer in Pennsylvania to explain this to you.
So. I guess they'll be fine until I get an evaluation. I'm trying to get an evaluation done, which is hard. I'm dealing with mainline health evaluation. I had got done. They asked for one to get done December 16th, 2020. And so I got one done when I was still working at a facility in healthcare, which is in compliance with the CDC. So you can't possibly have any mental problem if you're working and you're in the compliance with the CDC during the coronavirus epidemic.
2 minutes.
So I had the evaluation done that day, and then I didn't notice the doctor say anything like they can't diagnose you over Zoom and all of that. So, and then they're asking for me to get another evaluation done. But all of the doctors are kind of like unavailable because their offices are like half open or half closed. I don't know. So the question is, once I get my evaluation done, they should release my children.
If the evaluation comes back clean and you're A-okay, yes, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Listen, Mo,
Thank you.
I want to thank you for calling and thank you for listening. Call us back in about 3 or 4 weeks and give us an update, okay? All right. Ms. Carranza, you ever been?
I wanted to touch on that a little bit.
Okay, well,
I've been to Pennsylvania.
we don't have that much time. We're going to have to, in about a minute. I think we got a minute before a break.
Okay. So I want to tell the parents out there, you are going to get nowhere in your case, and your case is going to zoom past you, and you're going to be clueless until you start and you refocus and you accept what has happened and you accept other people's opinions and you want to hear something else. Don't go to the same person that's going to tell you the same thing that you want to hear. You need to hear what you need to hear, not what you want to hear, or you will get nowhere and you will be stuck without your children.
I concur. All right, we're going to take a break. This is The Secret, How to Fight CPS and Win. We'll be back right after these messages.